Of course, right as I'm going live, I get all sniffy. Sorry, guys. It's a flimmy day. All right, speaking of flimmy days, it is Saturday here on the It Doesn't Have to Make Sense channel, and I'm wearing all black. Oh, just because. I'm in a mood. I mean, I put away the laundry. Jessica didn't. The other day, I did like we had a couple weeks worth of laundry piled up that just needed to be put away, so I put it away unprompted because I was tired of looking at it. And then I also did this load of laundry, and the only thing she needed to do was put it away. That's it. That's all she had to do. I had all day to do it. And she got bribed with a Coke, a pack of cigarettes, and a thing of ice cream. Still didn't do it. So she's going to be grounded tomorrow. It's okay. I'll go have all the fun. She doesn't get to have any fun. All right, guys. So doing a Friday makeup stream here, and I was scrolling through the subscriptions, and I'm starting to realize how bored I am with a lot of stuff we kind of normally look at. So I grabbed a couple other random things here and there, but it'll still be fun. Also, don't let the thumbnail fool you. I just grabbed one of the Friday stream show thing thumbnails and threw it up there. Colm is not a part of this week, unfortunately. Oh, really? Wow. Good job. All right, so let's do roll call real quick. By the way, guys, hit that like button, please. I ate too much pizza this afternoon, so I might have the hiccups. All right, so Denise is here. Tara is here. Val Prime, what's going on? Laura 2, who also just joined the Patreon on the trial level. Hope you like what you see and decide to stick around. And in fact, good old Ingrid just joined at the $5 No Monica Nation level. So we do have at least one new patron. So cheers. I will have to now update the Patreon list that's constantly scrolling. Also drinking a pumpkin slut because I'm going to hear that. 3 months? Okay. Holy shit. The long-awaited return of John. Dude, Denise has been so freaking worried about you. Like, she's like trying to call the other part of the world to find you. She doesn't even know where to look, but she was trying. Oh, JT. Long disappeared JT. It's going to be one of those nights. I can feel it now. I don't know what that means, but it's going to be one of those nights. It's going to be one of those nights where I'm real flimmy. That's what it's going to be. But yes, so I was threatening to throw away some of the stuff that I bought for her since she had not done the job yet. She didn't believe me that I was going to do it, so I went to do it. Yep. Sending out everybody. Yep. We got people like falling ill, like seriously, like in the hospital and stuff. And then we got JT who just disappears. Jay who just disappears. You know, and it's such a dangerous job he has, you know, we don't have any good way to contact him, so yeah. Everybody's disappearing on us. So I guess happy Sunday to you, John. Assume it's Sunday morning where you're at, assuming you're still on the other end of the world. I know sometimes you come back to the U.S. All right. Let's hit the button here. And anybody popping in who might be new, yes, I have subscriber mode on tonight because we did have some bots popping in over the last couple weeks that were incredibly annoying for a very short amount of time, and I don't feel like dealing with that today. So you have to at least be subscribed. So, 'tis what it is. So, yeah, Sally's here too. Good job, Sally. Okay, so we have Tom Bet George. Like I said, we were going to go ahead and continue that. That way we end up on Thriller next week, which is the finale, as far as I know. And we have a new one from Jonah Baker, Fix You, which I was fairly certain he already covered, but, you know, it is what it is. Taylor Davis doing Hoist the Colors, spooky violin version. No idea. We'll check it out. Peter Hollins has Whisper of the Witches. A mournful spin on Come Little Children. That'll be interesting. Throwing in a new life in 3D. I mean, it's not new; it's from several years ago. But You Are the Reason, because I'm pretty sure I know that song, and I want to see what it sounds like from them. Emily has a new song. I think it's actually her song called Images. I think it's an original, not a cover. So that should be cool. Throwing in something, I don't know what it is, but I saw it in the suggestions, and it says DeLorean Labs, DeLorean Time Capsule 2024 with Christopher Lloyd. Seems to have a Back to the Future bent to it, so why not? ERB has a new presidential video. Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris, epic rap battles of history. Let's see how pro Kamala they are. Elliot Tordo has a new one from Dune 2. Time of Quiet Between the Storms. Doing a Hans Zimmer cover. That should be cool. Ooh, he's got a full outfit. Ooh. New one from Josh Turner Guitar. Senseless Swing. Adrian Halavati. Featuring Joshua Lee Turner. I don't know why we're throwing in a Lee. There we go. Melodica Bros covering a Ghost song. I know nothing from Ghost, but it's an acoustic cover, so this should be weird. Speaking of Ghosts, we have Ghost Hounds. I haven't listened to them in a while, but this one came out on the 25th, yesterday. So figured why not throw out some new Ghost Hounds. New Citizen Soldier called The Good Old Days. That'd be fun. And new Tommy. New Ghost Riders in the Sky. Full on acoustic with some ghosts in the background. It must be really hard to coordinate ghosts for a music video, though. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Been feeling low, bank stealing, dollars, and closing accounts. What the hell? Why? Man, seriously, like I was fine. Now all of a sudden I'm getting all sniffy. I poured myself a big drink tonight. I don't know why. It's Saturday. It is what it is. Oh, good. Oh, good. Make sure you tell Laura that JT is back. She will be thrilled. There we go. Where's Trisha? Why is Trisha not here? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our Tom Bet George here. And this is going to be doing Psy Gangnam Style. Sure. Sure, Tom. All right, I'm going to adjust volumes here. Give me a second. What, my drink? I call it a pumpkin slut. It's basically an alcoholic pumpkin chai latte.
Hey, Jackie. I was wondering, are you a sorcerer?
No, why?
You got a resting witch face.
Wow. Well, you're pretty seedy yourself.
Are you just hacked about breaking up with your girlfriend?
Dr. Acula? Oh, I liked her.
No, that vampire was a pain, specifically in the neck region.
What happened?
She got mad at dinner because I gave her a steak.
I see. Wasn't she an artist?
Yeah, but she mostly just drew blood.
Figures.
Yep, it sucked. Thanks for bringing it up.
Let's get on with the show.
So dorky. I want to know, like, it used to be that, like, he would theme the song to the thing. Where does Gangnam Style come into a Halloween thing at all, you know? Other than just being a neat song.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 너는 선호해 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 그런 선호해 커피 식기도 전에 원샷 때리는 선호해 밤이 오면 심장이 터져버리는 선호해 그런 선호해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일
So Here's the thing. While the song is a lot of fun and an amazing beat, the actual dancing is kind of what makes it, you know? And they're trying to simulate that a little bit with the background animation, but he should have just animated something dancing with the actual, song. Would have made way more sense.
Gangnam Style. Oppa Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Oppa Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. 성숙해 보이지만 놀 땐 노는.
Something I just thought about. I don't think he has speakers set up so like this isn't like blaring outward. I assume that it's being projected out via radio transmitter or whatever. Because I just how annoying that would be. Because I mean, however many times he has to shoot the video, I assume at least 2 to 3 times, because he gets the panning shots that have the camera that is clearly on the pumpkins and you can see it, but in these wide shots there's no camera, so he has to shoot it at least a couple times.
여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가렸지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자 그런 감각적인 여자
He should have animated sunglasses on the pumpkin.
나는 선어해 점잖아 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 선어해 내가 되면 완전 미쳐버리는 선어해 근육보다 사상이 울퉁불퉁한 선어해 그런 선어해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 지금부터 갈때
You can see the drone flying right there. Hold on. I don't know if y'all saw that. Hold on. Freaking drone flies into camera there.
지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까 오빤 강남 스타일
Whoops. I mean, that was definitely a whoops. The drone was not supposed to be caught in that shot. That's funny.
강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 Hey, sexy lady 오빤 강남 스타일 Hey, sexy lady B는 놈, 그 위에 나는 놈 Baby, baby, 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 B는 놈, 그 위에 나는 놈 Baby, baby, 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 What I'm saying 오빤 강남 스타일 Sexy lady 오빤 강남 스타일 Sexy lady 오빤 강남 스타일
Well, now we know he's shooting the wide moving shots with a drone. So good to know. I still like that song. I mean, it did get old because it was played and covered a million different ways. Somebody made some type of video to it, dancing videos, whatever, a million times back in, what was that? 2012, I think? 2011? That's when that came out. But, yeah. I was just thinking, so Tom has to work within the constraints of his house and his front yard. What if he just had like an open field and could just build crazy shit like screens and dimensional objects and stuff like that? I wonder what he could do. I wonder if he could like simulate his house, but with just lights. Like there's no house. I don't know. Be interesting. I mean, that would make sense. That provides much context to the song. Thank you, Christine. It's not just a fun bop. A bop, as they say. You got to really hit that at the end. Still fun though. I mean, like I still enjoy his shows. I think we should look at other lighting displays though. We picked up that new one the other day. Thanks to Trisha. It wasn't terrible, but their filming was. Like the actual show, pretty cool. But the filming of it was not great. And very unfortunate things. Okay. You Googled it. Okay. All right. Okay, so switch it up. We're going to do Jonah Baker doing Coldplay Fix You. Very slow, low energy. Look, I didn't curate this very well tonight. I'm just going song to song today. I mean, the field was behind his house and the drones are above it, but I mean, like, no house structure, no bushes, no nothing. Literally just an empty field. Build all the crap you want and not have the constraints of just the design of the house to work with. You know, because he has all his windows that are facing outward. He has his roof line. Get rid of all that blank canvas. Just go to town. I think it'd be interesting. See what he could do. You know, you could build up fake framework, but I mean, he's already making these ridiculous like pixel screens out of his windows. So he could just make one gigantic pixel screen and make whatever he wants. I think it'd be interesting. All right, Jonah Baker, let's go.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want.
Maybe he did it, but not. I know these girls came along recently. Maybe he's done it before, but not with them.
But not what you need.
Oops, sorry.
When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep.
I think it was too much
Stuck in
vodka.
reverse. And when the tears come streaming down your face, when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
Ow.
And high up above or down below, when you do a love to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you're worth. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones,
I realize not all the volumes are up all the way. Sorry.
and I will try to fix you.
He is very too chill.
Tears.
Also, once again, this is what not 50 frames per second looks like. Yeah, just a... Oh, phew, let's turn our quality down. No wonder it's kind of chugging a little bit. Occasionally, my YouTube on my computer catches up to how I watch it on my phone and cranks up the quality. It's like, nope, don't need to stream at that quality.
Stream down your face when you lose something you cannot replace. Tears stream down your face.
fix you.
I'm just letting it be quiet. I mean, it's a good song. It is a little too, I guess, a little too chill. That's a pretty chill song in the first place. I do like them with him, though. He's pretty good. But there's times in the blend, I guess they're just making sure they're a bit more forward and his voice just disappears. I felt like the guitar blended in way too much in the back. Couldn't really hear it over the keyboard very much, but I mean, maybe that's on purpose. Or maybe that's just the way my system is EQ'd. Still trying to figure out a good sound balance. I honestly don't know if it changes on your end or if it just changes in my headphones when I mess with stuff. But I gotta figure that out. But yeah, they're pretty good. Who is that again? That is Jacqueline and Megan Davis. Or Davies. I guess depending on where you're at in the world. Ugh, I had mint chocolate chip ice cream earlier. Which is good and all, but coming back up, it's a little, All right. Taylor Davis, get a little violin in our lives here. Usually when we hear Hoist the Colors, it's singing and whatnot, but I'm fairly certain this is only going to be violin. So it should be cool. Let's go. Let's go. Neat. Sing along if you know the words. There's some flutes in the background too. I like that. Okay, I cheated tonight. Since I worked earlier, brought home rotisserie chicken, corn, mac and cheese from the deli. Did you mix it all into like a casserole? Because that's doable. I had a little bit of picanha left over the other day, so I chopped it up, threw it in some mac and cheese, and made some barbecue beans. And then Jessica, just conveniently combined it. So I was like, oh yeah, this works. So there were still some leftovers of that the other day, and I bought this ranch powder mix. It's really good. I threw that in there. I ate that for breakfast this morning before work. That was like a breakfast of chance. I've had all kinds of protein and carbs. I was ready for a day of work. song finish.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the song and video. If you guys want to download or stream the song, there's a link in the description below that'll take you to all the different sites where you can do that. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to my supporters on Patreon and thank any of you who are part of my community there. Patreon is the best place for behind the scenes, early access to new songs and videos, and all sorts of other fun exclusives. So I've got a link in the description below for that as well if you want to check it out. I also wanted to let you know that I do still have some pirate merch available on my website, but I'm not planning on holding stock at my house anymore in the future, so I'm just trying to sell out what I have now. So if you want to check out what's left, I have a link in the description below that'll take you to my merch store. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in the next video.
She might be pregnant again. She had a little belly going on. Interesting. I don't know, it's really solid. Oh, live stream. Ooh, nice. That was awesome. I would like to hear that with some of our favorite vocalists on it, though. That'd be pretty good. Garlic rotisserie chicken. I don't know that I've ever encountered such a thing. I also don't tend to buy rotisserie chickens because I don't eat chicken off the bone. Well, I don't eat any meat off the bone. So it is what it is. It sounds awesome, though. Though the next time I make chicken, I think I'm going to put the ranch powder on it and see how that comes out. Though I'm torn on whether or not I should do fried chicken and put it in the batter. Because it'd probably be pretty awesome. I haven't fried chicken in a while. It's so messy. I know, I got a message. Thanks, so. Okay. Yes, she's messaging me as well. I love when you guys check in with me. Hey, I'm on my way home from the stream. I'll be in the stream soon. It's always funny. Like checking in with teacher. It's funny. All right. Whisper of the Witches, a mournful spin on come little children. Okay. Let's see what Peter does with this. What's his weird AI imagery in the background, I assume.
Come, little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantment. Come, little children, the time's come to play here in my garden of shadows. Follow, sweet children, I'll show thee the way through all the pain and the sorrows. Weep not, poor children, for life is this way, murdering beauty and passion.
Some crazy visuals going on. The very low voice Peter that's like very forward is creepy in my earballs.
Hush now, dear children, it must be this way, too weary of life and deceptions. Rest now, my children, for soon we'll away into the calm and the quiet.
Dude, someone went hard animating this haunted playground situation. It's really creepy. What the hell is that thing?
Come, little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantment. Come, little children, the time's come to play here in my garden of shadow.
Hey, Hollins fam, hope you enjoyed this spooky one. If you'd like to see more of these, or if you'd like to request them, let me know down
He's
in the
getting long hair
comments.
again.
If you were enjoying my compilations, please let me know what kind
Yeah,
of
is this new
compilation you'd
house?
like me to make next. Patrons, you're the reason why I get to do this. I love and appreciate you, as always. The title and thumbnail came from Spotter Studio. You can get 60 days free trial on that if you are a creator down below. And just tell me what's going on with you guys.
What
I want
was
to hear
that?
all about you down in the comments. Much love. Peace.
So Spotter Studios, where a lot of that comes from. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Ooh, I should watch that. That's pretty cool. You're making it worse. You're making it so much worse. Also, guys, I would like to go on a very short rant about how stupid the movie Hocus Pocus is. If people knew about the curse with the witches, and that they would be brought back when a virgin lights the black candle, you know, on All Hallows Eve, all they had to do was light it minutes before sunrise, and it's over. That's it. Simple solution. It's like they wake up, they come out of the ground, they get hit by the sun, curse over, no more problems, until the inevitable bullshit of Hocus Pocus 2, which made zero sense. Made no sense that they could come back. They were dead. Properly dead. Billy also coming back made no sense because he actually got to finally die and move on. Nope, he came back. The first one is fine. The second one is an abomination. Especially the riding the Roombas like Iron Man scene. No. And then the raiding the Walgreens or the CVS looking for potions. Ugh, God. Jessica made me watch that garbage. It was terrible. Was it 2 years ago? The first one is fine. It's fine. It's stupid, but it's fine. And frankly, since Binks was cursed to be a cat who could, you know, talk, it was fairly easy to just tell people how to break the curse and it would have been over and no one would have had to deal with bullshit at all. Also burn down their house. And adding the backstory to them as children in the second movie, even dumber. If they wanted a prequel to show them as children and how they became witches and all this other nonsense, fine. Do that. Don't make a new movie that's even stupider. Either way, sorry. Well done chips, like darker brown, but not what? Oh, gotcha. Dark potato chips. I didn't even know that was a thing, at least on purpose. Okay. So, let's go check out our new friends here at Life in 3D. Let's see if I can remember their names. It was Dora, Devon, and... Shit. What was the other one's name? What was the other brother's name? I know it starts with a D. And it was not normal. I forgot already. We just learned this literally on Thursday. Don't know about that. Either way, let's just go. Let's just do the thing. Hold on, wait. Oh, they got a real mic this time. Okay, cool. So this is You Are the Reason. Not Dalton. Oh, they're really young in this. Ah, okay, sorry. Just remembered what this song is. Okay, cool. But yeah, Dalen. There we go, Dalen. I knew it wasn't normal. Yep. So Dora, Dalen, and Devon. And we learned that Devon is the youngest, Dalen is the oldest, and Dora's in the middle, if I recall correctly. Oh, I just realized, like on a straight-on view, like just look at the like central part of his face, eyes, nose. He looks like Jared Holly's son. Like he's got the exact same eyes.
There goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason.
Also, he's singing with braces. He's gonna have a lisp.
I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now.
There goes my mind racing, and you are the reason that I'm still breathing. I'm hopeless now,
And I climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason.
Yeah, he's got those. He's got the incidental pouty lip from the braces. I remember those days. Ugh, all the good braces did me. My teeth shifted back so fast after getting them off. My retainer literally could not keep up. Like I could try to wear my retainer every night. My teeth would not stay. I should have had like perma braces or something.
There goes my hand shaking, and you are the reason.
Tell me the lyrics aren't over here without
My
telling me.
heart keeps bleeding. I need you now. And if I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. I'd spend every hour of every day keeping you safe. And I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. You are the reason. I need you to hold me tonight.
Yeah, I've never heard a covered bridge.
And I climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. 'Cause I need you to see that you are the reason.
I do like that they are getting, like, this is obviously a couple years older, but like I like, wow, they ended that very abruptly. Like they have gotten better over time. Like this was from what, 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. So yeah, they've definitely gotten better over time. I like it. That was really good. That is a really good song. You know, I've only discovered it through this and or weddings probably. It was probably played at my cousin's wedding last year, which their first year anniversary is coming up next month. Yay. That was good though. That was good. I feel like though, if we do a little bit too much of Life in 3D, we will like literally run out of their stuff. They haven't been around that long. Okay. Speaking of not being around very long, Emily has a new song. It's actually her own. It's an Emily Ling. I'm just going with Ling at this point. Images. Let's see what she does here. Zaps. Do we get zaps? I think we get zaps. Look, we only started getting some of the other Northeast chips down here in the last couple years. You guys didn't tell me.
alone on my own in a peaceful mind. I reach for my phone and see what I find in my hand. See my life unfold, a daydream so real, or so it seems to be.
Jay, stick around. We're doing the new ERB. Look, we got JT and Jay back on the same night. I mentioned it earlier. I think that's funny.
Images of moments so dear to me, the moments that define our path and what we'll be. I just love to look at photos in my phone. They define our past and how much we have grown. This is my favorite way to spend my time.
I was gonna say, this is definitely a song for like Gen Z. I love looking at the images in my phone. It's kind of funny. Totally true. That's just funny. Yeah, if Patricia shows up, like we haven't seen her in like a couple months at least. Actually, probably longer. I don't think we've seen her since at least June, maybe even May.
There I am, my first time in snow. I didn't feel the cold. The soft, silky snow would soften any fall. The street lights so bright, it could be late at night.
Yep.
It's cozy back home with the warmth of the fireplace. Images of moments so dear to me, the moments that define our path and what we'll be. I just love to look at photos in my phone. They define our past and how much we have grown.
Because I always come down to lyrics sometimes. Would it be better if it was on my phone rather than in? And I don't mean grammatically. I mean like sound wise. If it was on my phone instead of in my phone, I don't know. They probably workshopped that. Hold on, it sounded weird.
Images of moments so dear to me, the moments that define our path and what we'll be. I just love to look at photos in my phone. They define our past and how much we have grown. Can't think of a better way to spend my time.
I can't think of a better way to spend my time. Well, as someone who's writing music, I can't think of a better way to spend my time than staring at my phone at old pictures. Sorry. It's like, pretty song, don't get me wrong. But, like, overall, it was just like, what? It's like, come down to the end of that. I can't think of a better way to spend my time than staring at old pictures. I mean, we've done that forever as humans. I mean, all the way back to whenever we were drawing them on cave walls. And we're like, remember that day? I mean, we've done that literally for probably as long as we figured out how to put images on a thing. But there are definitely better ways. That's just funny. That is just funny. Yes, there will be another Patreon this Wednesday. Wait, is Wednesday Halloween? Specifically? I don't know. Maybe. Yes, there will be another Patreon thing because I believe this was another long month, so it will be open to everybody on the Patreon level. So even you freebies out there will be able to join in. We'll figure out what we're going to do. I mean, if it's close enough to Halloween, maybe we'll do like a Halloween quiz night. That might be fun. Guys, if you've never been on the Patreon for Patreon calls, we either sit down and have long discussions about stuff we usually can't on YouTube because I don't feel like getting demonetized. Not that I am, but you know. Or we do like trivia nights, which is always fun. Well, for me at least, because you know I tend to get a lot of things right. Or Laura, who just completely owned that one night for musical theme songs. Or we do like reaction things where either I find stuff or you guys find stuff. It just depends. A lot of times we just sit. Yes, a quiz, Denise. It'll be all about Halloween themes. Yep. Okay. All right. Speaking of which, let's see whatever this is here. Thursday's trick or treat. Gotcha. All right. So I don't know what this is. It says DeLorean Labs, DeLorean Time Capsule 2024 with Christopher Lloyd. Like I said, I assume this will be Back to the Future related. I saw like the first couple seconds of it and went, ooh, okay, let's see what this is. No shit. Well, that ain't good. A few streams. You've been gone for quite a while, bud. We were getting worried about you. Sorry to hear that. It really does suck. Hold on, wait. 9212 Woodley Avenue. I'm sure there's a reference there. Destination date, October 11th, 2024. Current date, 2055. You missed.
Who are you?
First of all, that's just a standard DeLorean. I don't think there's any time travel equipment on it. I do love the commitment to even having the proper trash cans and the egg crate. I like how they at least included a lot of this right trash from Back to the Future into Back to the Future 1, beginning of Back to the Future 2. There she is. I wonder if this is actually Christopher Lloyd's house. What the hell? That's clearly 3D printed.
It's a time capsule from the future.
How would you know that? It's just a big silver thing. Wait. This is an advertisement. Okay. I just want to see what it was. So clearly go to DeLorean Labs and you can get a time capsule. What the hell is it? I don't want to see. I don't even know what DeLorean Labs is. Hold on. What is a DeLorean Lab time capsule? Special activation celebrating DeLorean brand's arrival in a digital age, featuring 8,800 free digital time capsules and 88 special edition physical collectibles, all with various prizes inside. Main prize is a new DeLorean EV. No, thank you. Or cash equivalent of $300,000. Okay. Time capsules simultaneously open this December, and users will be able to claim their exciting prizes following the terms set forth on DeLoreanLabs.com. What? Interesting. Okay. Weird. So that's a gimmicky thing. I'm scared, but let's go look. Are they the ones trying to... Okay, they might be the guys who... I think I saw a thing about the new DeLorean EV, which I wasn't keen on the design, if it's the one I was thinking of. Okay. Oh, I already clicked the collectible system. Okay. 3D printed motorized dealie. I mean, I'd take a regular DeLorean if it's been souped up. Window 2, 3800 minted. One of 88 limited edition physical time capsules. Okay. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I've seen the images of this thing. Okay, so here's some of the stuff you could win. That's pretty cool. Huh. Okay, so they reveal what you get in December. Okay, so they're in window 2 currently. All right. Interesting. Okay, register, claim the free digital collectible, 1 per wallet. I'm sure people are buying a bunch of them. Telegram, ugh. Okay, yeah, probably not going to participate, to be totally fair. Who's Denise? That's funny. Okay. Either way, interesting ad. I don't know what the hell that's going to be all about. All right. So, did anybody else watch the most watched podcast of all time last night or this morning or today? I started it last night and then finished it this morning. And I haven't checked in yet recently to see what the current numbers are at, but it was at I think it was at 20 million this afternoon. It was absurd. So, ERB throwing their weight behind the election as usual. Gee, I wonder which way they're going to lean. Yeah. Actually, the real thing is because of it, the Trump-Biden one Abraham Lincoln came in to split them up. So I got to wonder if anybody's going to intervene in this. And also, I wonder if they're going to reference the fact that Biden was... I wonder if Biden's going to be in at the beginning and then Kamala's going to come in. If they were smart, that's what they would do.
What? Fuck from bottles of history. Donald Trump. Biden.
I got the best word plays. Ask my supporters. I've got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter. You're a scam. Your whole nomination is a hoax. Your party is so pro-choice they aborted a state's right to vote. Pencil pushing pussy.
Ooh. Okay. That was good. That was actually kind of good.
They aborted a state's right to vote. Pencil pushing pussy bows. Think you could scare me with prison? Get your mugshot and your mugshot. Then come talk to me about convictions. To the radical left, you should be embarrassed. The way you divide our country, I'll call you Camel Toe Harris. Your inflation's got our nation clipping coupons. While it's leaking worse than a wet lab in Wuhan. I had every American's 401k thriving. Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in and don't even try to...
Ooh, they're actually hitting pretty hard. I would not have expected that much, but they're hitting pretty hard. And also I like that you got your mug shot and then your mug shot. That was a good line too. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. I'm not digging this slow beat though.
Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in and don't even try to deny the cognitive decline you were hiding. Prop it up Joe like it was Wicked and Biden. I'm here to teach you what losing to a winner feels like. Ask Pence. I know how to drop a mic.
I know you're not all ears, but listen up close. You are JD Vance's beer and level weird. You are gross. You've been bending American decency over a barrel. Giving Lady Liberty the finger like BZ Jean Carroll in that big creepy house with our secrets stacked in piles. From documents to...
Big creepy house. Right. Ugh. I can't even, like, I don't know who this is rapping. Let me find out. Let's see if it's got her name. Kimberly Michelle Vaughn. Okay. I wanted to see who she was.
Pedos, you spend too much time with files. Having sleepovers with Laura Loomer? What's going on with you? Can't you afford more than Timu Melania? You failed in your own city. Bank, ballot box, and court. You're home alone, too. You lost in New York. I was there on January 6th. It wasn't fun for me. Just like your bowels, I was evacuated suddenly. You are history's least hopeful. Presidential hopeful. Mood swinging wildly like stock and truth social. I'm here to build bridges from Texas to Niagara Falls.
She's even got better wow. I hope you wrote that commie.
Oh, God, that was fucking horrible. She's even got better walls. Was that supposed to be there, Tim Walls? So I was wondering how they were going to get Epic Lloyd in there. Wait, is it Lloyd? Or was that Peter? That was Peter. This is Lloyd. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's got the voice down. Well, I mean, which voice? If they do this right, she'll change styles between verses. That would be the way to go.
She's even got better wow. I hope you wrote that commie crap in red because you're taking a huge loss. Is anything worse for you than Afghanistan did for your boss? A man handed you everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way. Couldn't even make your own kids.
Your mommy...
Ooh, that... Wow. That was wrong. In my opinion, that was a bit wrong.
You couldn't make your own way, couldn't even make your own kids.
Your mommy was absent when you were just a little baby. And if she saw you now, she'd wish she were a childless cat lady. And if your racist landlord daddy wasn't dead to kill him, seeing me living rent-free in your head.
Well, I know how you failed the bar exam after that. I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, good one.
Ooh.
You ketchup-smelling edgelord. You rock the beat softer than Stormy Daniels' headboard.
I can't believe that.
That's a good line. But ketchup sniffing landlord? As if ketchup is bad? She thinks mayonnaise goes on tuna in tacos.
I'm even in a race with this hog. Hope you're in makeup in Ohio, cause they're eating the dogs!
Donald, I'm putting you away like a rapist back in Cali. You should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your
I
rallies.
have all the biggest rallies.
Yes, well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist jumping!
Oh, there we go. Teddy Roosevelt coming in to save it. I told you they were going to do it. That's one of the weirdest times where they actually have them sniping back and forth instead of doing verses back and forth. That's interesting.
Jesus H. Huckleberry Christ on a crutch! No one wants to fight about politics this much! You! Madam Red, White, and Pantsuit! Don't let getting higher be the greatest thing you ever do! And you! Sweet baby back ribs up in heaven! Try not to slide democracy straight to chapter 11! I've come here on the back of my musky antlered beast with a message for whichever one of you sucks the least! This government was founded on self-evident truths! So keep it of the people, by the people, for the people! Moles!
That's basically the same thing that Abraham Lincoln said. More or less. Also, which people?
Stir!
The winged moose is weird. Okay, LL Alquist. Okay, I didn't know who that guy was. Yeah, Epic Lloyd as usual. Directed by Joe Biden. That's funny. Well, they did the same thing to... Okay, so I know they did it with Joe Biden, but I thought they also did it with Hillary Clinton. I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember... Because I remember somebody coming in, I think it was Abe Lincoln, and it was either Hillary or Biden to beat this dummy. I just couldn't remember which one it was. I remember the Biden versus Trump one was like actually pretty friggin' good. This one was annoying, but only because of anything that has to do with Kamala. She's just freaking annoying. I do love that they called her out for being a pantsuit.
What's up, Richard? What's up, Richard?
Okay, we're skipping the incredibly long ad for Ground News. So, either way, if you're interested in Ground News, go look it up. I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm not getting paid to tell you about Ground News. Go look it up. But yeah, that's a solid minute and a half of a 5.5 minute video that is just one ad. Which, by the way, get this extension that shows you where the sponsored sections are, and will help you skip it if you want. That I will help promote. I forgot what it's called, though. I think it's called... What is this? No, it's Sponsor Block. Look up Sponsor Block. Yeah, no, it was weird. It's supposed to be weird. But I like that they at least hit both side talking points. It wasn't just Trump sucks. I like that they even said, whichever one of you sucks the least. Like, that's funny. Though it would have been fun if they got RFK in there. Get a little bit more other people in it. But I saw that, thought of Jay, and then Jay manifested. I manifested Jay into the chat tonight by bringing up ERB without being prompted. That was my plan all along. That's exactly what it was. Okay. The funny thing is they produced that before Joe Rogan interviewed him. Look, I know there's a lot of alcohol in this, but I'm not even buzzing, and I can't get words right. It's 9:40 on a Saturday. It is what it is. All right, guys. So, changing directions completely here. We're going to do some Elliot Todo. Playing a song from Dune 2, which should be very, very pretty. If you haven't seen Dune 2, watch it. Watch Dune 2 or Dune 1 first, then watch Dune 2. It'll make a lot more sense. Yeah, I don't have time to sit through sponsored reads. Unless it's a fat electrician. His are kind of funny. as we learned on Wednesday night. Which I will have that video out soon. I have it edited, I just didn't get it uploaded. Damn. Sorry, I was trying to find a place to pause it and very entranced. I like that he's got the still suit on. I assume that was purchased somewhere. You know, they're pretty good replicas of the still suit. The only thing I would say for the video is he probably needed a slight color grading to make it look a little bit more like it's on Arrakis, and maybe some blue eye tint. But either way, I'm enjoying this. I like the change up here though. Also, I do wonder like where he's filming this. Like, did he just like fly halfway across the world to be like in a gigantic desert for this film? Okay, that's just his outro music. Well, that was pretty epic. Also, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. It's this way on my screen. As the YouTube timeline goes, like the most recent minutes is like pink. It like fades from like a pink to a red. I don't know if you probably can't see that on your little bitty screens, but in your actual watching of YouTube, have you guys noticed that? Look, as one of the different type of string instruments that we watch, I think Elliot is incredibly good at what he does. You know, it's no hurdy-gurdy. However, it's still very cool. Also, when you're covering Hans Zimmer, I mean, it's just gonna be good anyways, because it's Hans Zimmer. We did a whole Hans Zimmer night on the Patreon a few months ago. If you're interested, you should go sign up for the Patreon and dig way back into the monthly Patreon call video list, which there are playlists. There are actual like playlists and grouping things on the Patreon. So don't just look for stuff that's new. There are like playlists of things that are categorized if you're interested and you're poking around. So you can go back like from the time I started recording the Patreon what is now the Patreon podcast, I do re-upload them. So go check those out if you are new and haven't seen any of it. They are all up there, hours and hours and hours of us being dorks. Also, the Patreon is a safe place. You know, we can talk about things that we don't talk about, you know, elsewise in the world, you know. So it is that I never really expressed that, but that's how it be. What is discussed there, generally speaking, stays there. That's why I don't upload that stuff to YouTube. I upload it directly to Patreon. So, you know, somebody can't accidentally like stumble upon a video that is, you know, just unlisted and stuff like that. So took me an hour to get home from, oof, that sucks. Yeah, we've got a lot of road construction around here, mostly where they're putting in useless medians that just make traffic worse. But I got really mad the other week because I thought they were going to do that again at the main intersection right here next to our apartments. But actually what they were doing was tearing up the section that sucked on the old road and completely repaving it. So that was awesome. Like there were some really bad dips and potholes that had developed over the last couple months. So in a single day, they managed to rip up that little, like, I don't know, 100 by 40, section of road and quickly repaved it. I got really like perturbed. I'm like, what are they going to do now? How are they screwing up the roads now? And they actually improved things. So, just me jumping to conclusions. Look, the ice cream machines actually do work. They just don't tell you when. They don't have to advertise when they're going to work, just that they do. I don't care. I don't eat McDonald's. Like, Jessica ordered some stuff from McDonald's, and I think she got like a quarter pounder and like some nuggets, and she ate the quarter pounder, and I had the nuggets. It's like, the nuggets are like fine. The burgers, bleh. There's so many better fast food burgers around the area than, like, I don't go to McDonald's anymore. It was never like a conscious thought. It was just like, this sucks. Because, like, none of their food, like, at least most other burgers, I say most is probably a bit broad. If you wait a little while, they still taste like something. A McDonald's burger, if you wait a little bit too long, it basically has zero taste whatsoever, except maybe like pepper, I think is like the only thing you get from the patty or anything else like that. It's not a national emergency. It never was. How much they're being forced to pay their employees, that's possibly a national emergency. That's how you put businesses out, by forcing a higher minimum wage that a company actually can't afford to do, and then it, changes the whole economy around that, which also makes more businesses that's just how economy works. Ask California how that, $20 minimum wage hike worked out for them. Wait, who was it? TGI Fridays filing for bankruptcy and shutting down a bunch of stores too, especially in certain parts of the country. Weird. Okay. Josh Turner guitar. I don't even know this song. Senseless Swing. I have no idea. Let's see what this is.
I want to.
Also, frozen custard is superior to ice cream. Dude, this guy's guitar looks freaking ancient. I don't even know I've never seen one that shape. I mean, this one's pretty similar, but like this one looks old as balls over here. Not sure if the car being in the sun or not mattered, Jay. It's ice cream. It melts at room temp. It's like goes from frozen to like 70 degrees, it melts. Any car sitting anywhere outside of it being winter outside is going to, even in the winter, your car is going to stay warm on the inside. It's like it doesn't matter if it's in the sun or not. But 5 hours later in a normal cup, that's ridiculous. I mean, kind of cool if you want your ice cream to stay frozen, but a little worrisome that it's still frozen. Move. That sounds like it could be from the Super Mario Brothers games. Oh, it's a swing song. That totally makes sense.
That's how you do it.
I think that was the best.
That's how you do it.
Finally.
How many times did they?
To repeat, so.
How many times did they play it that they're like, finally, we got it? I do love that those are totally raw recordings when we watch them. I love that. I don't know. It looked kind of stressful. It's a fun song, but it looks stressful to play. Yeah, I agree, Laura, too. It has gotten very, very expensive at this point. I went to Whataburger for us last Saturday, and I think it was something like $38 for just the two of us. And we didn't order anything crazy. It was just 2 meals. I was like, what? I was like, what the hell? I mean, like, all food is going through the roof, but like fast food, which was like the cheap and quick version, it's neither cheap nor quick now. It's ridiculous, you know? I mean, I'm starting to see, like, even though, and the wait was insane. I only had like 5 people in front of me, and I was there for 35 minutes waiting. I was like, what the hell? On a Saturday afternoon, it's just taking that long to produce food. It's just crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's just getting ridiculous. Like, something desperately has to change. It's like when the food that the poor people gets too, it becomes too expensive to buy, you've got a problem. Like, as someone who is effectively poor, I'm plastic rich if you look around this room, but I'm effectively poor. You know, it's like I can't just stop and grab, even at the gas station. Like, I'll grab a 30 or a 20 some odd ounce bottle of water, a Gatorade type drink, and some type of breakfast thing in the morning for work. That's $11 bare minimum. That used to be $8 or $7 just a couple years ago. It's ridiculous. And we discussed soft drinks the other day, how 20-ounce bottles used to be 2 for $2. Now they're 2 for $5. In some places. It's gotten crazy. Whataburger took 35 damn minutes. And it wasn't a ridiculous line. Now, one of the people in front of me might have ordered a fuck ton of food for all I know. But, like, it was a very long wait. Hi, Lisa Taylor, who has also not been around very much. Tonight, apparently, is the night of people who haven't been here in a while. Now I'm starting to think Patricia will show up. Yeah, drink prices have all gone up. It's ridiculous. You just missed a very fun song, Lisa. Go back like 10 minutes. I mean, they've all been good, but last 10 minutes was really good. Unless you just said hi. You just got Hom. Is it good Hom? Or did you have to buy like the pricey Hom that's really not that good, but is the only one available? We were just talking about the prices going up. I mean, the price of Hom, it's ridiculous how much Hom has gone up in the last 6 months. No, don't correct it now. You're supposed to roll with it. Roll with the joke, Lisa. Roll with the joke. No, barely, question mark. 8:30. She kind of got in right at the line. It's an hour and a half. We started at 8:30. Oh, yeah. I don't think I can get... wait, or we started at 8:15. Shit, when did I start? I thought it was 8:30. Pretty sure I started at 8:15. How long have I been going? Hour and 3. Well, yeah, it was the first 5 minutes, wasn't it? Yeah, so no, technically, no, she missed LAH. Technically, no, she got in right under the line. We have standards here. No. It's an hour and a half after the start of the show because 9:30 doesn't apply to nights that we start at 7:30. It's an hour and a half. It was 9:30 when we started at 8. But now we started like 8:15 or 8:30. So it gets pushed back. It's not just 9:30. Because we start at 9, you're not late as hell because you got here 30 minutes after everyone else. You're late as hell after an hour and a half. Now, if you showed up now, currently 10:01, now she would be late as hell. Doing the math here. It's not a rule change. It was always an hour and a half after the show started. That's why it's 9 o'clock on the 7:30 nights. You need to go back and relearn the rules, Denise, or pay more attention in school. All right, either way, we have Melodica Bros.
Can you hear me say your name forever? Can you see me longing for you forever? Would you let me touch your soul forever? Can you feel?
Right there, Denise. She said it. It's always been an hour and a half after. It was that it was 9:30 because we started at 8. But anytime we started early or late, it adjusted. It was never just set at 9:30. She's not indulging. She just knows better. You just want to argue for argument's sake.
Soul forever.
Bye, Jay.
Can you feel me longing for you forever, forever? I know the light grows darker.
Glad you popped in, man. We really were worried about you. We've been talking about you almost every night. By the way, there's Funicorn for you before you go. Trophy of Apathy. The Zero Fucks Hero.
Down below, but in your eyes, it's gone before you know. This is the moment of just letting go. She said, if you had life eternal, can you hear me say your name forever? Can you see me longing for you forever, forever? Would you let me touch your soul forever? Can you see me longing for you forever, forever? We dance once more. I feel your hands are cold. Within your heart, a story to be told. This is the moment of just letting go. This is the moment of just letting go.
By the way, I'd like to point out, I am completely unfamiliar with the band Ghost. Like the weird, like, metalcore, weird, like, demonic church-looking thing. I don't know. I don't even know what they do. I just know what they look like. I know they do pretty heavy music. I know they have a lot of fans. I've just never listened to the group. I've heard other people cover them in completely other styles like this. I mean, I think I've heard Jonathan Young do something, but it's just like, I'm completely unfamiliar. Like, I'm liking the song and this weird acoustic cover that they're doing, but they do major, like, rearrangements and change-ups. I'm pretty sure the original probably doesn't sound like this. Zach Smith. That was one of the names that just went by if you couldn't see that.
If you had life eternal.
I like how they took the TikTok logo and just ran with it. A flautist? Yeah. A flouter. Well, not really. Everybody who does Irish-y style music is a flautist. They all play the Irish flutes. You rarely get a standard flute, for the most part. But I feel like we watched something the other day that had a flute in it as well. And by the way, guys, if you are on the Patreon, I did upload the Patreon podcast from a couple weeks ago where basically it was me alone for the majority of it. Sally came in to visit for a little while, and then Denise came in later. There's a lot of extra reactions in there to stuff I almost never watch here on the channel. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. If you're not re-watching the podcast you missed, no joke, you're missing out on a lot. Whether that's discussions about things or reactions or fun games. Yeah, damn. Like I said, I think we might do a Halloween themed game night. I think would be fun. Maybe I'll actually put in some effort and make my own thing. We'll see. Well, maybe not on that front because we're no longer ahead on the podcast. I have to like edit as soon as I can to make sure that I still can get the uncut version of the podcast up to Patreon and the promo done by Wednesday to get that out. You know, so of all things that I have to properly produce every week, the podcast, now that we're live and not a week ahead, I have to prioritize. Yes, I did yawn. On occasion, you mean like every single week? Yes. Well, I mean, look, it's after 10 o'clock. I worked today. It was kind of hot. I had a buttload of pizza earlier for a late lunch, early dinner. And then had some ice cream after that. I did not get a nap because I wanted to make sure that I was not going to end up sleeping my way into forgetting about tonight. Yeah, don't fall asleep in the chair. Okay. Either way, that was cool. I'd never heard that song before, and I like that acoustic take on it. Yeah, I already saw the thing. That's crazy. ERB, 9 hours, 1 million views. Anytime they do the election ones. Though I still think it would have been better if they had it to where it was Joe at first. He doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and then Kamala comes in. I think that would have been the way to do that one. Do it extra long, do about 6 minutes. Sorry, I'm yawning again. I do still have to go to bed at a reasonable time on Saturday because tomorrow, well, at least tomorrow, I have a very busy day. Since I have to run the sound at church tomorrow, since our main lady's out on vacation, I have almost no idea how to run the brand new soundboard, but it was programmed last week, so in theory, I just have to push the right buttons to get it going. I'll have the instruction book, so that's something, but I have to run the sound tomorrow at church. And then in the afternoon, I have a brewery thing. So either way. All right, Ghost Towns. Been a minute since we looked at these guys, so You'll Never Find Me. Official music video. Let's see. All right, we're going full rodeo. Bronco busting. Oh shit.
You had the sweetest touch, but you left the deepest cuts. You had the kindest eyes. I fell to my demise, and every love thereafter all fell victim to you.
Understatement there.
I set their hearts on fire, and you were my alibi. I don't wanna stay broken hearted. This is the pattern you started. Don't wanna leave them in pieces. All I have to give all these reasons. For all these reasons, Well, I keep my heart locked up from tumbling down, and I walk through hell, just to run out of ground. And I can't believe I believe every word out your mouth. Just remember that you'll never find another lover quite like me. No, you'll never find me. I'm a renegade. Just remember that you'll never find another lover quite like me. No, you'll never find me. I'm a renegade. In my arms.
It's starting to feel like it's not about the rodeo or about the money, that it was about the chick. Because he kept looking at her. It's like, even though he's holding the check for the money, they're holding the belt. interesting.
Open wide, but you raise your battle cry. You said the blame was mine. Now believe different lies. And now you walk around crying money. Well, babe, weren't you the one that threw us away? Well, I don't wanna stay broken hearted now. This is, I don't wanna leave her in pieces. All I have to give all these reasons, yeah, yeah. All these reasons, I keep my heart locked up from tumbling down, and I walk through hell, just to run out of ground. And I can't believe, I believe every word out your mouth. Just remember that you'll never find another love
Calm down, ladies.
quite like me. No, you'll never find me. I'm a renegade. Just remember that you'll never find another love quite like me. No, you'll never find me. I'm a renegade. Well, I keep my heart locked up.
Well, the thing about boxing is you're meant to get in the ring and hurt someone or be hurt. Rodeo, you're not really meant to be hurt. That's just shit that can happen. Obviously, the accident that I don't even think we saw happen was really bad. Probably got trampled, which is the main thing. But these guys get CTE, they get broken ribs, shattered spines, all kinds of horrible things when, you know, 1,000-pound animal steps on them, you know, in a fit of rage, depending on what they're doing. He's riding Broncos, slightly less bad than a bull, you know. Bulls are definitely heavier and have horns, you know. But nowadays, they wear body armor and all kinds of stuff to help. And a lot of times they have helmets and other things like that. I mean, but it's been a brutal sport for, well, ever. as long as they've been doing it, it's been brutal. But the fact that this dude, like, and a lot of times they, you know, break their legs more than anything else. You know, I used to know a lot of dudes who did the rodeo back in school.
Tumbling down, and I walk through hell, just to run out of ground. And I can't believe, I believed every word out your mouth. Just remember that you'll never find another lover quite like me. No, you'll never find me. I'm a renegade. Just remember that you'll never find another lover quite
Yeah, you can see there, like, he's got the vest on.
like me. No, you'll never find me. I'm a renegade. Just remember that you'll never find another lover quite like me. No, you'll never find me. I'm a renegade. Just remember that you'll never find another lover quite like me. No, you'll never find me. I'm a renegade. Ooh.
That was pretty damn cool. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, we didn't actually see him get hurt, right? We just assumed that it happened right here. Like, he goes out of the pen there, and then he wakes up in a hospital. So it had to have happened there. We just don't actually see the proper accident, you know? But, I mean, I think, I could be wrong, but I swear I've seen him wearing a far more, like, protective helmet. Maybe it's more for the bulls than the horses, though. Like, far more protective, like, face shield and helmet, you know, not so restrictive that, like, they bang it on anything, because, you know, they're getting tossed around. But, like, they've really beefed up the chest and whatever armor and stuff like that. Like, it used to just be pads. I think it's really getting to the point that it's armor. Because, I mean, like, the sport hasn't truly evolved. The only real way it gets crazier and crazier is that, like, you get more ridiculous animals, right? I mean, like, okay, do 8 seconds on the thing. Okay, now what? You know, how far do you go other than riding a more ridiculous thing, right? You know, roping, fine. you know, I used to watch we went to the rodeo a lot when I was a kid. I watched a lot of rodeo. Like I said, you know, I grew up in the country, so did see this stuff happen. Getting thrown by a horse, obviously bad. My one of my girlfriends in high school, they were trying to break a horse, and it threw her, and she just happened to land on some tree roots, really messed up her shoulder, and aggravated an old knee injury. And she was hurt for a while, and I was not allowed to see her. It was probably 2 or 3 weeks, because our relationship was kind of a secret, even though it wasn't really a secret. But her mother hated me for literally no reason. She never even met me at that point, and I was not allowed to see her or talk to her. Girl Scout horse camp for years. Okay. I've only ridden a horse once when I was young. Don't think I could do it now. I don't think I could straddle such a thing. I mean, maybe in an emergency, but not on purpose. My problem was I couldn't get my leg up and over. I got stubby legs. It's hard. I think I was one of those people who might jokingly end up backwards on the horse because you stepped on the saddle wrong. It's like, wait, oops, wrong foot, down backwards. Yep. What was that in? Was it Three Amigos? That would happen all the time. I mean, even outside of rodeo, I knew a lot of people who raised horses growing up. Like I said, we were kind of in the country. So, you know, I did spend a slightly abnormal amount of time around, you know, horses and cattle and stuff like that, even as a kid. Not that we had like big ranches or anything nearby, but people had the things. Shortest girl with the tallest horse. That's hilarious. Okay, let's see here. We got Citizen Soldier, Good Old Days. Let's see how this one can crush my soul and literally tell me everything about my life in one song. If you're unfamiliar, every time we listen to a Citizen Soldier song, it's a whole thing. Okay, sorry. I'm getting all these notifications. I wanted to clear them out. Clydesdales. Yeah, Clydesdales are pretty big. Not the biggest, but they're pretty damn big. Aren't there's those other Scottish horses? I think they're Scottish. Like, enormous workhorses.
This is a letter to the young me.
Ah, crap.
The one that's 6 years old. That's full of hope, protected by what they don't know. Don't wish away a single second of being so naive. Too full of peace to be afraid of anything. If I could find that kid today, I'd build a time machine just so I could say, stop growing up and just slow down. Nothing's better than what you have now. 'Cause someday you'll look back and say that you were living in the good old days. Stay innocent 'cause you can't see life's so much harder than you once believed. You won't know it until it's too late, but you were living in the good old days.
At 6, we had just moved to the country, as it were. And other than my family, who was already living out here, I didn't know anybody. So that was the awkward time where basically I had to make new friends going into first grade and everything else like that. So that wasn't quite the time that it would apply for in this life. Maybe like 8 or 9, you know. Also, given what I went through at a younger age than that, you know, innocence necessarily had already kind of been lost. So, you know, but still oblivious to the world and everything else like that. But, you know, stupid kid stuff.
This is a warning to a dumb kid, the one that's counting down the days till they can get away from their hometown.
I still haven't done that.
Oh, don't you wish away the present? You don't know its worth. 'Cause the scenery you change won't make you happier. Long drives, night games, and skipping class. Your heart will break when you look back. 'Cause one day you went out to play and didn't know it was the last. Stop growing up and just slow down. Nothing's better than what you have now. 'Cause someday you'll look back and say that you were living in the good old days. Stay innocent 'cause you can't see life's so much harder than you once believed. You won't know it until it's too late, but you were living in the good old days. Bad blood, deep scars, things that traumatize. We're here for you on the other side. Don't waste these sacred years. The grass ain't greener here. Memories that keep you awake at night. Self-doubt so strong you'll be paralyzed. Don't waste these sacred years. The grass ain't greener here. If I could
I mean, I think at different points in life, a lot of that is true, but like as a kid, yeah, no stress of life and stuff like that. But like currently, I mean, other than the occasional bouts of depression, you know, when I let shit get to me, life is better now than when I was a little lonely kid. You know, now I'm a slightly less lonely adult. I mean, I'd probably go back a few years and where things are less lonely, but you know, ultimately, yeah, like the other stuff he said, like, you know, bad blood and things like that. Yeah, that didn't necessarily exist just yet, but going back to that specific time and age, missing my old friends, my old home, everything else, starting over new, into a strange world, and all this other stuff. Yeah, it's different. Raising mini horses. Yeah. Jeff, my co-host, they had a miniature horse that was pure blood, you know, perfect little thing. And it was being hauled off to a show out of town by someone else. And a very tragic accident happened where I guess the door of the trailer was not totally secured, but the horse was still tied up inside, and there was a bad mess on the freeway for a fairly expensive horse that they raised from young times. Yeah, that kicked off a summer of bad situations for them, unfortunately.
I'm that kid today, I'd say. Stop growing up and just slow down. Nothing's better than what you have now. 'Cause someday you'll look back and say that you were living in the good old days. Stay innocent 'cause you can't see life's so much harder than you once believed. You won't know it until it's too late, but you were living in the good old days.
I mean, there are different breeds of them, so I don't know. I mean, for the most part, they can be as healthy as a regular horse, you know, as the saying goes, healthy as a horse. I don't think like other creatures, they have more issues. Maybe they do, I don't know. But apparently this was a particularly good and not inexpensive horse. I mean, most horses aren't cheap, but you know what I'm saying? Like a pure breed, like papered animal. Yeah, very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate because it was used in like kids' parties. It was like their unicorn. Like they literally would like put a horn on him because he was like a whitish, pinkish color. You know. Yeah, that was horrendous. I can't remember. I think they are technically suing that dude. We haven't talked about it much, but I think they are suing the dude who did that if he hasn't paid them outright, because 100% his fault. 100%. The guy who was hauling the horse elsewhere, you know, because, you know, generally speaking, not everybody does that on their own, you know, especially if it's like an occasion. I think it was for a show, like being showed elsewhere, like I think up in Dallas or something, because I remember they're heading north of here. Maybe I'll bring it up to Jeff on Monday and see what's up. But yeah, very, very unfortunate. Horrible, horrible death for that poor animal. Totally undeserved. Oh, also, if I could talk to 6-year-old me, I would say, hey, use your allowance and invest in Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon. That's what I would do. I wouldn't be like, hey, stay a kid longer. It's cool. Future sucks. I'd be like, no, Microsoft, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. And be stupid rich by 20. Stupid rich. It's like, also buy Bitcoin. That's the thing. It's like, use your investments from use the money you've made from those investments to buy a fuckload of Bitcoin in 2010. And then just be stupid rich forever and not have to worry about life. And then build your own YouTube studio. There you go. All right, guys. Wrapping up here with Tommy doing Ghost Riders in the Sky. Why do I feel like featuring the family and Heinrich. Hit Tommy's family? Interesting. Okay. Let's see what he does with this. Maybe. Learn to code, Denise. Learn to code.
An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day, upon which he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a man heard a red outcast he saw, flowing through the ragged sky.
Yep.
And up the cloudy draw.
We did it first.
Their eyes were still on fire and their roofs were made of steel. Their walls were black and shiny and their breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through them as they thundered through the sky. For soul riders coming hard, and he heard their molten cries.
Wait, we even get Ghost Tommy. Weird.
Ghost riders in the sky.
Their faces gone, their eyes blurred, his shirt all soaked with sweat. He's riding out to catch her, but he ain't got him yet. He's got to ride forever on their range up in the sky. The nose is burning fire. It's the right hand to Ghost riders in the
Why is Santa Claus in there? Even he doesn't know.
As the riders looked on by him, they heard him call his name. If you want to save your soul from a
Of course, he got a gremlin in there.
save your soul from a heron on a range,
never change your way today. Without you will ride. Try to catch a devil's heart across these endless skies. Ghost riders in the sky.
Where'd you get the PKE meter, Tommy? I'm still waiting on mine. How the hell did you get one? I already know. It's like the one they released a few years ago.
Ghost riders in the sky.
Either that or he did get the... There's no way he got the HasLab one already. Those are got to be the Spirit Halloween Trap and PKE meter.
In the sky.
Yeah. Uh-oh. He's going to do more spooky stuff. Hold on. Okay. We got Kim Anderson, Kristen, Maria Johansson, and Nicholas Foot. Okay. Neat. Okay, I didn't know if he had anything at the end. That was a lot of green screen work and a lot of editing to get those ghosts in there properly. That was fun. That was fun. Oh, I gotta stretch. Oh, I'm tired. Anybody else want to go to bed? I don't mean with me, but just go to bed. It's tiresome. It's well, except for John. He's on the other side of the world. It's Saturday. Everybody go to bed. Y'all shouldn't even be up this late. What the hell are y'all doing? Hungry? Go eat some cookies or something. Or some rotisserie chicken. There you go. Good guitar work. Yes. Well, I mean, Tommy failed at the guitar part. I mean, we might have to fire him as our favorite Swedish guitar guy. You know? All right, y'all. I'm going to bed. I got to do things in the morning. Oh. It's going to be a long and crazy day. Yeah, see, I'm already yawning. There you go. Everybody needs to sleep. Too much food talk. Then bed. Yes. All right, guys. So I'll see y'all next week. Of course, like I said, Wednesday we will be doing Patreon unless for some reason something comes up. Hopefully not. And of course, it's Halloween on whatever day. Thursday, I guess. I don't know. And we'll see what happens. I don't know. We got to finish up Tom Bed George at some point. And then Friday, we'll just be doing things. So I will see y'all then. Remember, as always, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be loud. Have a good weekend, guys.